welcome back to my channel for my series Christmas in July. I cannot tell you how appreciative I am and how thankful I am for all of you that are actually watching my series this summer and actually taking time out of your busy day to watch and take the time to like and comment, and that is such a great feeling. So thank you for all of you, and thank you for keeping subscribing, because I really want to do a giveaway when I hit that 10,000 mark. It's just my goal for the summer, and I still have a little ways to go, but fingers crossed. Anyways, today is number 9 of Christmas in July, and I'm going to bring a little bit of fall, and I'm going to bring some different ideas for you guys, because this can be used during any time of the year. I'm gonna, I can't think today. You're gonna need, of course, again, some Christmas greens and you know, just whatever you have on hand. I know right now it's hard because not all the stores carry them, but this is what I picked up, you know, at the end of the year last year, because I knew my Christmas in July was coming, you know, during the year. And then, you know, I always have a little bit of flowers on hand, and of course this would be more for spring, and this, of course, whoa, for the fall season as it all falls down. Containers, I am a strong believer in taking something that I was going to throw away and try to do something out of it. Like example, our Pringle cans for our advent calendars. These can be used for this project. Small cans, medium cans, and they actually have the big cans. You can use any containers that you wish. My main goal today was to use a smaller one, because this is kind of like a personal little what do you call them when the kids get them, a little gift when your guests leave your table, or you just want that little tuck away little arrangement in a corner, something that you can leave all year round, not specifically for Christmas. And it's the same thing with the fall and the spring, or any time of the year that you want to do this project. So grab some of your foam cutter, some of your florals, and just be creative. Use what you have around your house. If you have a bouquet that you haven't put out for a while, pick some of those flowers out. Just use what you have. I've also saw at the thrift shop, they were bringing some of Christmas in July, I guess, and they had some garlands that were falling apart, and I thought, wow, that would be great to do a project with those. So let's get started with Christmas in July number 9. Let's do it. So the first thing we are actually going to do is, I went ahead and got some of my fall paper. I'm always checking my head to see if my glasses are there. I got this a while back. It's the Farmers Market Farm Fresh, and I just love, where did it go? I just love this right here, and so that's what I'm going to wrap around one of the cans that I'm going to make today. And then for the Christmas one, this size regular vegetable can, you will see that one of those cut apart will be exactly what you're going to need to fit around your can. It doesn't go all the way through, but we're actually going to wrap it with 2 papers. So make sure that you wash out your cans. I let them dry. I actually use a can opener that doesn't leave edges cuttable, you know, where you can cut. This one was one that you pull back. Those are the best ones if you're going to do this project. And then I was just going to go ahead and cut my paper to what I needed it. So let's do that first, and I'm going to put you down so you can kind of see my total mess area here today. So for this, I'm just going to go ahead and cut. I really love, now I think this is cute too, but I really love this one here where it just says joy. So if you decide to do something not very like just for Christmas, this would be perfect for that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this cut apart one. I'm just going to cut it with my scissors. I did this one year and everybody got to take one home and they just loved that. They just, you know, it's a little gift within its own gift. So I'm gonna put my bad head in front of the camera because I dropped it. Of course I dropped it. So I'm just gonna show you once you cut this, what it looks like around your can. And these are things that we would just throw away. Even though it's a can, the response that you get because of what you made and you taught of someone makes a big difference. See how it fits almost to the end? So that is why I'm actually going to wrap it first with something else that complements this. And I'm just going to use a green paper in this case. Since if you don't want it to be just for Christmas and it's something they can put out all year round. So let's do that. And I am just going to use, I actually going to use this paper. And that is super simple. What you're going to do, last time I measured, I was just going to measure and cut with my scissors again. I'm going to need to cut it right there about the whole thing. So you just want to cut the whole strip apart. I forgot last time how I did this, but I'm just going to do it this way right now. So you're going to cut all the way through. Yes, you can use your cutting board. It might probably be easier for y'all to do that. Okay, I think this is the right side. Yes, a little bit too long. Might be the other one then. Try the other side. Yes. That's this one. So what you do is you use the whole thing and then you're just going to tape it right there. And that's where you're going to attach this paper on. So let's do that real quick. So what I like to do, can y'all see? I like to attach this side first. I'm going to add a little tape there. When you see, right now you're probably thinking, what in the world is this woman doing today? But when you see this, it is so cute, you guys. And it's, is it sellable? Maybe, depending how much time, and maybe a different container in this case if you will sell it. But I think it is very sellable, depending how good you are with floral arrangement. But I think they're just gorgeous. I think they're super easy, super fast. And besides that, if you ever look at the Dollar Tree, they actually sell the little ones for $1 and they don't look anything like this. This is super cute, I'm telling you. And you know what else? It's the personal touch. This is really your personal touch, and the person that you give it to will know that you have put time and effort and you thought of them. That you just thought of them will mean the world to them. So what I do is I just roll it around. This is my most important part, that it's even with the top. And simple, done. Now we're just going to take the joy one, and where is your seam? You want to attach it there. And what I would do is I would put tape all the way around the cut apart in this case. So one at the top, the bottom, and your sides. And I think that once you have your containers done, you can just do a assembly line, especially if you have like a bunch of guests, or again, leaving this on somebody's desk at work, you know, just to say you're thinking of them. It's just gorgeous. I just love it. I just love doing little things like this. Okay, so I have it all taped up. And so I am actually going to lay my can on its side, and I want to measure to make sure that I'm okay here. Right there. Look how simple and cute this is. And next part to that, so now we're just going to go ahead and get this one ready as well for, I'm going to put my Pringle cans. You can use anything that you want to do. I'm going to take a sip of water if you don't mind. And I'm actually drinking water out of my Holly Jolly cup. A little dry today. It's really warm here in Kansas City. So for my fall one, I really like this one right here. So I'm going to take this cut apart, cut it all up. Even though this is not a Christmas one, I want to show you that you can also do this for Thanksgiving time, Halloween time, you know, and it's something that you can also leave on everybody's little plate for a little thank you, or, you know, just to have, or you can just reuse them year after year. This one here is a little bit too big for this. But I can take a little bit off the top and the bottom. It's okay. I knew what I wanted to use, but I didn't measure it, so now I'm kind of like, okay. All right. Will it fit now? Nope. And a little bit at the top. It'd probably be better to use my cutting board to have it straighter line. But that's okay. We are managing perfectly fine right now, aren't we? All right. So, yes. And you're only going to have a little bit in the back. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to get maybe some leaf paper here. I am just going to go ahead and cut that off. What am I doing? I'm going to go around this thing and the same thing. Add another paper to it. That's mine. That even looks beautiful, just the way it is. Add a little tape. You know, sometimes if you are part of a church, or, you know, and you just, the funds are not there, this is a way to go where it's not too expensive and you can have some decorations, that it's not too much. Sometimes it doesn't mean we have to spend money to make things look good. There we go. Okay, and now I'm gonna need more tape because I just ran out of tape. I'm gonna use my Dollar Tree tape. It's pretty good tape. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and add my tape to this container here. You can do these for Halloween. You can do this for a birthday. I mean, the idea of this is endless once we start really thinking about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my paper around. Looks really vintage. Okay, so I always carry my as you all know, I used to work in a flower shop, so I do have my kit still ready because we used to do weddings, wedding coordinating and stuff like that. So I always had my kit with me. And I'm looking to see if I don't have my knife in here. I have all kinds of goodies in here, but no knife. Okay, so I gotta see if my X-Acto knife is still here. Yes, it is. Okay, so for the hardest part and the crunchy part, which drives me almost insane, is we're going to use some of this foam. And I think I explained it to you before. This is the hard foam. This is what you're usually supposed to use for silk arrangements. At a flower shop when we worked there, to make it secure, we always glued our stem into our foam so they wouldn't fall out. But I'm not going to do that today because this is going to be for personal use. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this foam into I'm definitely going to put this. Okay, so I'm glad I could do that on extra fast so you don't have to hear all of that crunching. And also, I know that this is not the best knife. I usually had a knife in here and I don't know where I put it to cut this kind of foam. It has a serrated edge, but I didn't want to run downstairs right now to go get it. I'm being lazy. Sorry. So what you want to do is you want to leave a little bit of your foam up here. And I'm putting little pieces in the other one. And if I were to sell this, I would put glue at the bottom so my foam doesn't come back out. So let's go ahead and do the other one on fast as well. There. So, okay. So both of them have the foam in them. I'm going to clear this up a little bit because it can get a little messy when you do this. So I have my Christmas one and I have my fall one. I just wanted to do two for you today to kind of show you. I would prefer this size for a table setting, but these would do too. If you want to, you can actually punch holes on each side and you can hang this on somebody's door for a gift. It is entirely up to you. So the next thing I want to show you that I do is In this case, I want to use this floral moss that you can get at the Dollar Tree. And I don't want to glue it in, so what I am using, and most floral shop use, is called a U-pick or a U-pin. And it's just like when you put it down like a big stapler that will keep your foam from coming up. And not your foam, your moss. So you will be making a mess when you use this stuff. It's the inevitable and edible, whatever. Can't help it. So you see how you put that in there? It just stays. And you can stick some into the sides. And you want to use another pick here. And I love that green moss because it kind of represents the holiday greenery, if you wish to say. And then one. All right. Then we're gonna do the small one. For some reason, I keep dropping stuff on the floor today. When I do these during the winter time or for my gifts, I will just do an assembly line. That way it's easier for me to get this done and it's not all over the place. My favorite part of doing floral was when I did weddings. I love doing wedding flowers. Maybe it'll be a next spring kind of a deal to show how to do bouquets. Okay, so here we are. We have both of our bouquets right here, our containers. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to throw some flowers on this side that I'm not going to use right now, so I don't have a mess. Now also what you can do with this is you can take your letters. If you don't want to use your cut apart, you can use your paper and just write joy, peace, you know, something like that if you want to. And if it's fall time, you can just put fall or whatever you want. You can use these letters, but I love these cut aparts on here right now. So in this case, this one here is kind of my center and the joy is my center. So I'm actually going to throw these here, throw this here. And for fall, I actually got some small bouquets from the Dollar Tree. Inexpensive and easy. And I'm actually going to start with this one. So you want, in this case, I'm calling it a round bouquet. So I'm just going to start with some leaves and I'm just going to cut with my scissors. And these, you can use your pliers or you can use your whatever you want to use. I might have to pause this and get my pliers because I thought these would be easier to cut. Hold on. Okay, so I stopped being lazy and I went to get my nose pliers. And you just cut your little leaves and stuff like that. Man, these are tough today. It's time for new pliers. So what you want to do is you just kind of want to start in your center and build from there. Be creative and do what you like. What I love about this one from the Dollar Tree, came with a little acorn and a little bunch of berries that I definitely want to use. Guess I lost my strength. So you kind of do it center, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And then I'm just going to come in with some flowers and you're just going to keep working at this, you guys. You can do your fillers first if you want to. I mean your fillers, your flowers first and then your fillers. So that way, because if I don't like this, I can cut it or whatever. Just play around with it, have fun with it. There's no wrong way here. It's you creating something. Get a variety of things so you have a couple of different options. Gosh. So the struggle is real. It won't even cut it. What is going on today? So when your flowers fall off, you can just put them back on. Put this one in the back. I'm gonna stop videotaping. I'm gonna cut my flowers and just get it done. Okay, that struggle was real. Talk about during exercise today. So I went ahead and added my last little stem right here, and then you just want to kind of take your flowers and put them in and see if you like where you're putting it or not. Sometimes you, even though I cut them a little longer, you just push them all the way through if you want them shorter or longer. And the nice thing about silk is you can move them around. They're not like fresh. And I'm going to grab this one here that looks a little taller and kind of give it a height. You see that? How it goes up? And you're just going to work these around in your little arrangement. You're going to see some holes and you're just going to fill them in. See a hole here. And what's nice about these, this one here has a little curly willow, and then you have a flower that's a step down from the taller one. So it makes it a little easy to arrange these flowers. I'm going to put this one here, and I am going to put this one here. Like I said, what I love about these, you can move them around. So look how cute that is. And we're not even there yet. So, oh, I have one more stem here. I think I'm gonna push this one over on this side. You see that? So if you want to do some more leaves in here, where did I put those now? I had some different leaves. You can bring in some more woodsy look into this, or you can bring some more leaves. I definitely want to use the acorn in here, but let's say you want to use some leaf but you think the two of them are too much. That is not a problem. I'm going to show you. So you can just cut one of the leaves off. This is not even that hard and it won't even cut. I really need a new pair of pliers. Going to the hardware store today. I'm gonna buy me a new pair of pliers. So this can probably cut with scissors. I figured that one out. And then what you do is you just cut the one leaf. And I'm gonna show you. Struggle is real. Okay. So let's say, see how it just, you won't have that sticking out like that, but if you want another one here to fill up your bottom, you can do that. You just cut your leaves, one leaf off. Use just the one leaf. And what I do is I usually turn it around and see. I feel like there's one missing here. I'm leaving a little space here and you'll see why in a second. Now I definitely want to use this acorn. So I'm going to put these down Here you got 2, and it probably would look good in there. So I'm going to cut this up. And if you want to use your 2 leaves, you can. If not, you can always take one off. But I think it will look good right inside of here. And what you can do is you can push 1 leaf, and you can move your leaf down like that. Look how cute this is. Just a small arrangement that you can make. Now if you want to use these, you can, and I'm going to show you how. They sell these wood picks at your local craft store, Hobby Lobby, in the floral department. And if you want to use this leaf, you would take the leaf, it comes with a wire on it. You would take your leaf and you would wrap it around. This is where it gets a little bit more complicated. And you would just wrap it around, and you would need also some floral tape. You don't have to go through all this. This is just a simple little arrangement. Do what you're comfortable with. And take the tape off if I can find the beginning. Okay. Not today. We'll just move it over the side. Okay. You would take a little bit of your floral tape and put it on to the stem, and as you pull, this tape gets sticky, and as you can tell right here somewhere, I was looking, I felt like there was missing a leaf. And then you can take your stick, cut it at an angle, and then you would just take your stick and put it inside of your foam, and then bend your leaf. You can fix this. I know this is a little bit more than maybe some of you can do, but I think this is coming out so cute. Now I don't want this bouquet to go without having a bow in it, so again, the same thing. I want my bow sticking up a little bit, so I'm going to use a stick again, and then I'm just going to make a quick bow. And I'm going to use some wire to tie it. A little bit more of a longer process, but I wanted to do the fall one and then a Christmas one for you today. So you just need some wire, and then you're going to make your bow, and you want to leave some, I call this a tail. You want to leave a tail long. So you twist, you make a center bow, and you make your loops. In this case, I'm going to make about 4 to 5 loops on each side. And as I go at the bottom, I twist it, make a loop, twist it, hold it, twist it, hold it. Okay. Now, if you want to have 2 tails on each side, what you do is you take your ribbon and you make a bigger loop where you're going to use your scissors to cut that loop and cut this tail off. Oh my gosh, today is... There we go. Then you take your wire, you put it through your center, and you just tie it up. Look how cute that is. Then you just fix it. Fluff it up. And then because I want it to stick out, I'm going to use my wired stick again. And I'm just going to go ahead and wrap the wire around the stem. And I used a floral tape just to give it a finished look, but in this case, it just looks finished to me. Okay, I'm just gonna, and you wrap it and you pull as you wrap it. Okay, this one is a little bit more complicated. Christmas one won't be. Okay. There's your bow. Add your bow to your container. There you have it, a cute little fall arrangement for a friend, for your guests sitting, I think, what did they call them? Favors, your guest favor, whatever, or somebody's work, or if you're just having a little get together and you just want a small arrangement. Using a recycled can, paper you probably already have, and some floral from the Dollar Tree. So let's jump into the Christmas one. Again, I need a little drink of water because it is super hot. I'm going to clear off my area a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Okay. Using some Christmas greens. Yesterday I used some of this green, so I'm just going to go ahead today and use the rest of this just to show you. This is not going to be too much, it's just going to be mostly greens in this one. No flowers. And yesterday I got to cut it with this, so let's see here. It's my other scissors yesterday, that's what it is. So in this case, if I had them and I don't, they're called floral picks, where you put a pick in here and it goes into your floral. I don't have one, so I'm just going to go ahead and just use what I have today. At first, this might not look like a lot, but we'll see. And I see that this is very distracting of what I'm doing. So I'm going to move some of this greenery out. Also, what I was going to tell you is that if you have some of these greens that you got at the Dollar Tree, these would work as well. You just take them. This will be easy. And then you can cut them, or you can just use these greens as for your arrangements. But I'm going to use them and cut them. So in this, you just want to kind of put greenery all the way around your container. And these are bendable, so you'll be able to bend them and fix it as you go. And in Christmas time, they have different greenery pines and different evergreens. And if you want, you can just take your scissors and trim the bottom a little bit. That always helps as well. And see how you can just trim it where you can see the wire right there, and then into your foam it goes. You can add some branches from outside in this. You can add some berries, which we're gonna do, and very, very simple. You'll see. It's harder to cut your greens than assemble the whole thing. Let me see, this one is a little easier. Trying to find easier ways to cut this thing. what I'm doing, you just take these off as you can. I'm twisting, and then I'm going to cut. And this one I'm doing a flat back to it. Little different. I'm going to use more of these Dollar Tree. And you will have a mess. When you're doing florals, you have messes. So in this case, you can even cut them a little shorter. I'm going to cut this one in two because I want some shorter pieces. You see it all come together? Makes more sense when it's like that. So if you want to add some berries, you can do that. Like I said, they do have the berries available right now at your local Hobby Lobby. I know that because I've been there. Taking a price tag off is even a challenge today. Are you serious right now? There it goes. Okay, so these you can even take apart too. You can just peel them right off. And then you could add a little bit of berries to your arrangement. How about a pine cone? You can do a pine cone. You can add an ornament if you want. Where did I put my berries? So I kind of want one in the back, so I'm going to remove these and I'm going to cut this one off. I have a great arrangement that I'm going to be making during Christmas decorating. I cannot wait to share that with you. I will announce ahead of time what you will need and maybe we can do it together. And then you can add different greens if you have it. My big head again. I dropped it again on the floor. And then you just add wherever you see a hole. Like I would like something here. You see if I take that off, but when I put it back in, how it looks. So I'm actually gonna add this greenery this way. It needs a little bit more of the pine. I'm gonna pull this one off. I love this pine like this. And I just want to show you, see the difference? And then you go in with a pine. I'm telling you guys, the hardest part is cutting your greeneries. Then I'm going to see here. Oh, see the difference? I'm going to add this one right here. Cut it a little bit. I'm going to add it right in here. I think that is looking really good. So there's a little element of surprise in this one. Okay, remember those candy cans that we did? Well, I had some left over. So what you're gonna do is either you can add 2 candy cans in the red and white, or would it be better in the green? I think this one wins. Already know. And this is where your wood sticks are gonna come in again with your floral tape. You're gonna measure out how you want it. So you wanna kind of just use your wire, wrap your candy cane around it. Please don't feel overwhelmed. I will have more videos during the holidays where I'm going to do this at a slower pace, and so you will this is just to give ideas. It's Christmas in July ideas, but when it comes down to the holidays, I will be having a full hour probably on floral design. So it'll be one of my longest videos yet. So you see how I did that? You just put your floral tape right here. When you pull on it, it gets really sticky. So then what you just want to kind of see where you want to put it. And you add it into your foam. Look how cute that is already. And then the other one, you want to come in a little lower. See that? There are going to be during Christmas time, possibly, I'm thinking I will do those in November. There will be greenery, fresh greenery hanging basket outside as well that I'm going to work on. So there's going to be a lot this year, more on hands and more, not just look what I did, but look how you can also do it. So I'm anxious to do that with you guys. Okay, and I know in this case this stick is going to be a little bit longer, so I'm going to go ahead and use my handy dandy need to be replaced pliers. Oh, now it worked. And you're going to end up putting this one in the front but a little bit lower. Look how cute that is, but we are not done yet, you guys. I've had this wrapping, I'm not wrapping, but craft ribbon for a very long time, and I really love this swirly or this stripe. I think will be better this time. So I'm gonna make a bow, and this will be craft series number 9 for today. I know it's a long video and it's can get maybe a little bit overwhelming for some of you, but like I said, I will be having longer videos describing more how to do these floral arrangements with you at a later date. So I want to keep these 2 berries that I had in the back, as when you put your flat in the back like this, it'll just stay. I think this came out really cute. So in this case, I'm just going to make a small bow. And if some of you want me to do a class on bows, let me know and we will do one together. It's not going to be a very big bow because I only have a little bit of ribbon, but it'll look cute anyways. Where's my wire? Now I'm looking for stuff. I can't find my wire. Found the wire. The one thing to do is to be organized, which I am not at all today. I feel like I'm going left to right to left today. So then I'm just going to put my wire in here and tie my bow. And again, I'm going to use one of the sticks. tie my wire around there. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut it and add the bow to this. You want to fluff it all up. Then I'm going to use my leftover of my berries here. And just add the rest to my arrangement. And there you have it. A Christmas arrangement and a fall arrangement for a table setting or to give away to a friend or as a little favor on their sitting places. This is craft series number 9. We bring it to life with Gail. I thank you in advance for watching, subscribing, liking, and commenting to my videos, and I hope that you enjoy making this cute arrangement with some paper that you might already have and recycling cans. See you tomorrow for craft series number 9.